too. We're breaking down that motor we found on the street the other day. This thing's nice. It's got. I've never taken one apart like this, but you'll have to be patient with me. These I've never seen before where it has this. I'm used to pool pumps that are about this size. But, the nice thing is it doesn't look like it's going to have a million different fixtures, but I could be wrong once I get into it. But we're trying to figure out how much yumminess we can get out of this. Actually, I should probably have weighed this before I started, shouldn't I? Might have to do that before we get too far into it. I'm going to grab my scale. Alright, let's weigh this bad boy. He's heavy. My scale goes up this high. 58 pounds, 4 ounces. Wow, that's a big motor. 58.4. So let's write that down. Pencil though. Come on, bro. All right. 58.4 on the motor, straight up. So I'll put down what that is. That's some nice money. But there's all kinds of goodies in here. There's brass here, there's brass here. These are both aluminum. This is going to be worth far more taken apart. I can tell just by looking at her. So basically when you're new to taking something apart, you just take it apart. You're not going to know the names and things of everything until you probably get it apart. But this, I'm not 100% what sure this is. It feels like a capacitor, but I'm not 100% sure. That is a capacitor. It's been painted. Here. Stainless steel. Oh, I'm missing this.
take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby, so take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey, come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on that highway, beating up. Wow. Come on, and groove along. Come on. Said babe. I said babe. Oh honey, come and groove along. You gotta feel it. Yeah, you gotta move along. You gotta feel it, feel it, feel it, feel. You gotta feel it, feel it, feel it, feel. You gotta feel it. On the roadway, you gotta move along. Baby, gotta move along. I said, baby, you gotta move along.
Alright, so it took me a minute to figure this out, but there's 4 screws in the heads of these. It pulls this end off. Okay. That's aluminum again. That's the thing that's going to I'm just going to get her apart and worry about what we have when it's time for a wrap up. I'll do this one for you. 4 screws. This one, look at that. This one. I missed something over here, because this one came all the way out. Guessing that might be brass. Let you know in a minute. How much is that? This still has the piston in it. The inside of this looks brassish. I don't know. If you look here, you can see that's different. For sure. That's not gonna go off. Why is this one still stuck on here? What am I missing? Whoa! You're missing that plastic fin's what you're missing. I think it's just on here from maybe from the just gummed up a little bit. Again, here's the bottom half of that piston. It's not one of those potentially brass. This is a good piece. This is nice stuff, man. This is a nice piece of aluminum right there. Now let's see this pull out. Still gotta work this. This off. This off. This off. I think there's a screw here, maybe, right? table's not going to want to take too many hits. I'll be back momentarily. Take a look at that. Alright guys, as you know, when you're struggling with something, or at least when I'm struggling with something, you either beat on it or cut it. So I do have protective glasses if for some reason you can't see my head. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it or not, but we're going to cut these 4 and see what happens. That did help a little bit. But I think all we did was loosen this up. It's still connected. I don't know what I'm missing in here. I think I gotta take this, these pistons. What's going on here, guys? See, and this is the fun part of taking stuff apart is when you've never done it before, you just got to figure it out. Set screws out. as you can see, we end up taking a grinding wheel to this, and inside where the what are they called? Pistons were at. There's a set screw here, and there were 3 set screws down in here that I did not see. So that's why it wouldn't come apart. You can see that it's in here really well. So we're going to continue taking these set screws out and get back to business. Hopefully that's as close as it was last time. See, those were on the other side there. Those were on the back side is where those screws were at. That's why I didn't see them. Dude, this thing is complicated. It's got great stuff in it, but it's hard to find all the stuff. Oh, I broke my glasses. I got one on now. I don't see anything inside of there. Alright guys, we're going to rock and roll through this. As you can see, I did get the stator out of there. This piece doesn't want to come off. I have split this piece off with a set screw. It was in here, but the other ones are like tucked behind here. So I think I'm going to let this little bit of aluminum go. So this will come over here to our shred area with a little bit of aluminum still attached. We do have the bulk of the motor here, which is going to be the end cap, which is just going to knock off. I guess I just wasn't hitting it right to knock this off because there's nothing really holding this. Just got to pop this end off, cut the housing off, and then get to the copper. You guys have seen it. Alright guys, so we got the copper bits out of it, which is going to be the hard steel and the copper. We're going to cut an end off and we're going to pull it through. I'm going to try to video this if I can quickly before I run out of battery. I know, this wasn't playing very well, but heck, what do you expect? You're talking to Nacho Stuff. Not a huge planer. So we're going to cut the ends off of this, and then we're going to down. Now we're going to, this is my new and improved tool that I just got. I put the camera on the seat that I normally sit on, so I'll be standing for this application. So, my new tool, I'll throw down a link in the description. I love this thing. You can see that we already pulled a whole bunch of copy out of another one, just to give it a test before we started. It's a demolition tool, so you just rest this in here like this, and this one's got so much glue on it that it's gonna be tough. This one's in here so tight. I have to try something different because it's just cutting right through the copper. All right, we're gonna have to try something different with this one. I'm just gonna let you guys see it the wrap up. We're gonna pull this out and we'll see when we're done. Alrighty guys, we're gonna call this video a complete fail. I know, I've never done this motor before, and there's a bunch of stuff that I don't even know how to classify because it's stuff that I've never run into. But let's get into the wrap up so I have something to put out today, and you guys can give me some pointers to what you think they might be classified as and what we actually have here. So we started off with our motor at 58 pounds 4 ounces. I would have said let's break it apart, it's well worth money. Now that I'm into it, let's see what this thing weighs here. 13 is what that weighs after the end to cut off, and the end is just shy of 13. So and a lot of that's going to be steel. But so we started out with 58 plus pounds. We ended up with 25 pounds 3 ounces of shred, and that's this. We have not counted this yet. Of the 13, that's probably going to be close to another 10. So you're probably talking about 35 pounds of shred. Clean aluminum, tons of it, 9 pounds 1 ounce. That's helpful to these big, huge motor looking things. The other side of them, we have a second, what was this? Oh, that's an old motor that I had down there. I was comparing it. So this is, I don't know, because I can't get this brass piece off because it spins. It's attached to something that's spinning inside of there. And these are all solid aluminum casts, but it looks like they have brass on the inside of them. So I don't know if that's going to be considered dirty aluminum. Hopefully dirty brass. I don't know. We got to see what those 3 pieces are going to be classified as. This is dirty aluminum, which was 1 pound 7 ounces. We had some dirty brass, which those wheel things, we did cut that one. Oh, we cut this one. So you cut this one. This wheel is all brass with the exception of this screw that I can't figure out how to get out. So I'm going to ask Jeff. I'm guessing that's going to go as dirty. So dirty was 12 ounces. We had 3 ounces of clean brass. We had 5.5 ounces of wire. So the grand total of what we have here is this, right here. Without seeing the numbers, I don't think it's worth this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end here that I did cut off. It was 13 ounces, and I'm going to times it by 3. Because I want to say this other end is going to be another 13, and I'm going to guess there's probably another 13 in the inside. We're just going to round things just to kind of see where we're at. I think that based on the effort and the struggle and the different things, I've never done this motor before, and that makes a huge difference too. Once you've done a motor, you kind of know what to do, what not to do, and you can save yourself a ton of time. And this one, I wasted a lot of time. As you can see, it's getting darker out, and that's why I wanted to end this video, because it's going to be dark before I actually get all of this stuff broken down to where I want to. But I do want to give you guys something to look at. This, in my eyes, was a motor that was worth breaking down, that once I got into it, probably not so much. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but until you know, you don't know. So that's what we have for today, guys. I'm going to try to put another one out. Like I said, we're trying to get caught up here. I'm really looking forward to get back on the street, but we can't do that until they're running the streets. So we'll do probably, hopefully, another breakdown before the weekend's over. If not, have a great weekend, and we will be street scrapping again on Monday. So until then, enjoy yourselves.